Hey out there, slot car land. How's everybody doing this fine weekend? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're starting to build up and get ready for your upcoming slot car seasons. We're about that time. September's coming, and racing season, slot car racing season is coming upon us once again. So hope you guys are all getting ready. Hope you're enjoying the hobby. Hope you're working on your cars and just basically having fun with the hobby. That's the biggest thing here. So today I thought we would do a little tinkering with my son's, with Shaiden's Patriot Wizzard. Actually, this is my car, but I let him drive it last season in our point season. He'll be driving it again this season. And in the last race of the season last year, it started acting up, like pulsating and not running very well. So we're going to tear this apart today and maybe diagnose what the problem is, take a look at the motor brushes, ohm the armature, see if the armature is okay. Take a look, like I said, take a look at the motor brushes, make sure they're not cracked, broke, or worn or anything, and then we'll make a parts list and see what we need to pick up to get this car up and ready for the upcoming point season this coming year. I've never taken apart a Patriot, so we're gonna be this is gonna be new for me too. So we'll start by just taking the shoes off and taking off some things here and there and taking a look at it and seeing what we need to do to take it apart and get the brush barrels out and all that kind of stuff. So let me get set up and we'll take a peek. Get the shoes off here. These have a unique, the Patriots have a unique spring, as you can see. They're a square spring that the shoe actually goes in between and that sits and pushes on it rather than one piece of the thing like a Tyco does. It's got two on there that keeps the pickup shoes in contact with the racetrack. So now let's take off this retainer clip, which is basically what helps keep the motor in place. So we'll take that off. This way, there we go. We will just take them out that way. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the brush barrel tensioner out, and we're going to take them out this way. Alright, now that we got those out, let's take the rear end off the car. And now we've got this little plastic piece here and this tensioner here. Let's see. Get the trusty magnifying glass out here. Let's see. Must clip on the side here. I'm going to need a smaller screwdriver. It looks like this back clip on here also pushes down the traction magnets back here to keep them from moving up. Let's see if there we go. Oh, That thing flew. Alright. Oh, come here. Alright, so there we got that. So let's put that in the holder. Now, let's take and examine this front metal clip. And we'll see. It almost looks like it's just pressed into the chassis. Okay, so the white is on the right. Okay, white is on the right. Okay, let's see. Dang. All right. That is somewhere over in this vicinity. Ah, there it is. Found it. Okay. So put that there. So now we should be free and clear to get the motor out of the chassis. Push the motor magnets up. Come here. Oop. There we are. Oop, traction magnet fell out as well. Okay, that like that. Alright, so there we go. All out. Now, let's clean this armature up a little bit. Seems we have it out. Let's take that shim off of there. Alright, so now let's get the old ohm meter out here and let's check this armature. Let's make sure it ohms okay all the way around. Use the trusty So 21 there. Yeah, 10 there. And I can see a pit in the copper on this one too. Oh, yeah. So, alright. So, well, we have our diagnoses there. It's the motor. So, basically what you want to do when you're checking your armatures is you want to go around and you can do this on your pancakes and your inlines, is in each of the three poles on this arm where you got your lines on your armature, take each side of the pole, and the numbers should match all the way around. You should have the same constant number all the way around. If you have one pole that is one of the contacts on your armature that is higher or lower than the rest of them, your motor's going south. And that's the problem with this. One ohmed at 22, the other two were at 11 and 12. So the motor is gone in this car. So that's our diagnosis with this car. So let's do this. Let's take this one apart. Now this car has an issue where you put it on the track and on the track or the dyno, and it just wants to quit. It starts throwing really weird numbers out. So I'm not sure if that's the armature on this car, or if that is another issue with this car. So let's see if we can't. Yeah, we'll leave those in. We're gonna need the part off of this anyways. So let's get the motor out of this one. So there's the spring and brush off of this one. Let's put you in there. Now this brush is way shorter than the ones that were in the other one, so these brushes are probably not any good. And this one is so far in there that it's probably gone too. So that might be the issue with this car, why this armature, or why this car does not want to run right, is it may need new motor brushes. We may have to do a super fast build with this car. You know you're starting to get older when you can't see what you're doing. Now, this may not have an armature in it at all, or a brush in it at all. Either that or it's so stuck up in there that it won't come out. Huh. Well, we'll have to see what we got going there. So let's take off this motor clip. Where'd my little screwdriver go? Throw that in there. Now that we know how far this thing flings, let's use the needle nose to take it off. Alright, so now get the motor out of this one, and we'll do the same thing to this. Oh, there it is. There's look at that thing. That might be the issue as to why this thing doesn't run. I mean, that motor brush is like tiny. I don't know where the fucking spring went, but so let's just take all of these off of here. We'll just roll those in there. Let's leave the gear. Well, no, let's take the gear off. Because we're going to take the gear off of this motor and put on here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. put that down there. Alright, now let's ohm this one, put the chassis in there, and let's see what this does, and if it is not any good, then we're going to have to buy a new armature for Shaiden's car. So let's get you that way so we can see the poles. And let's move you, sorry about moving the camera there, let's move you up so I can actually see. So that's 5, which I do believe these are 5 ohm armatures. Okay, that's good. Damn. Well, they're all fairly close. One ohm's at 1. The others are at 5 and 4, so they're not like way off, not like that one is. So we should have a good armature for this car. So let's take that off. Let's take this bushing off and put the bushing over here. We'll put the same gear back on this arm. Hopefully it doesn't strip out. Let's take the bushing off the front. Ooh, okay. Yeah, maybe we'll change that bushing to the one that's in there. Let's clean this armature. That looks good. Whoop. Knocking things over here. Alright, now let's put this bushing from the other motor on here. So, not sure. So seeing as they were like that, I'm going to assume they go like that. So this armature is a little shorter, has a shorter shaft on the top side than it does the bottom side. So let's put the motor magnets on here. Let's reinstall. There we go. Here we're free in there. Alright, so there we go there. Now, let's put... Where'd my tweezers go? Let's put this retainer... Can't get it back in its holes here. There we go. And get that on there. Now let's put the metal one back on the front. Come here. There we go. There we are. And then let's put this back on the back side. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look. Okay, so trying to make sure we put the right end. And alright, well, we're not going to be able to get this back together today because that motor brush just broke. So, well, at least we diagnosed the problem. We've got the new armature in. And we've got it almost back together other than motor brushes. So we're going to need to order some new motor brushes from Wizzard, which aren't going to be too expensive, which should be good. And I've got shoes, so we don't need shoes. We might order some new springs while we're at it. And some new motor brush tensioner screws for the other car. We might, depending on how much they are, I don't think they're too expensive. We may have to order 2 sets of brushes and 2 sets of springs for the other car as well, so we can get it back together. So at least we got it partially back together. That could have been a problem with this car too, seeing as that motor brush broke. That it shouldn't have broke like that, so it might have been cracked already. And that could have been also part of his problem as well. But the motor not ohming right anyways was his probably biggest problem with this car. So let me get set back up here and we'll close this video out. Alright, so guys, hope you enjoyed that video. This will be part 1 of doing the finding the problem with Shaiden's Patriot Wizzard. So I'll get on the old interwebs and we'll price out how much it's going to be to get this car ready and rocking and ready to go for the point season for him. And we'll finish this off when those parts arrive. We'll install the new motor brushes. We'll put the springs back in it. And we'll put the tensioners back on it. We'll put it on the dyno, see how well it runs on the dyno, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, and then we'll put it on the track, and we'll run some laps on the track as well to make sure it's not bogging or anything on the racetrack as well. So that'll be down the road. Hopefully, I'll be able to get those parts ordered, and we'll be able to get them in and get this car ready to rock and roll. So have a great week. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be doing a little more of these more often, doing some tinkering with some cars and finding problems and fixing them and rebuilding them and doing some tunes and stuff down the road. So have a great week. Don't forget to check out last week's bi-weekly feature car, which will be my Tyco HP2 for this point season. Go check that out. Don't forget to go check out slotcarcrazy.com as well. A lot of great websites, a lot of great information there as well. And don't forget to support all we do here on the channel by subscribing and liking the videos, and also by going to our the merch shop and buying some merch on the merch shop. You can get there from the YouTube channel. There's a link there, and there's also a link at slotcarcrazy.com as well. Go check out all the great shirts, hats, cups, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, and a bunch of other neat stuff too aprons, and all kinds of cool stuff there at the merch shop there on Spreadshirt. So go check that out as well. And next week we'll be back. Hopefully, midweek we'll finally have that review video. I'm in works with the guy. We're still waiting on parts that I'm missing. Hopefully we get it straight and things show up, and we'll be able to do that review this week. Hopefully about midweek, I'm hoping. And then midweek or Friday, Saturday-ish. Don't forget to be on the lookout for next week's bi-weekly featured car as well. And we'll also update you guys on the upcoming point season. Hopefully we'll be getting everybody together soon, getting a schedule worked out and everything for that. And I'll give you all the info on that as well and everything else. So have a great week. Remember, keep that pin in the slot, the wheels on the downside. Keep racing slot cars. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. I'm out. Bye.